The Sagamore Cemetery in Sandwich, Massachusetts was incorporated in 1889, but the first recorded burial was in 1803. This cemetery is the final resting place for many Civil War veterans, 29 sea captains, and for many famous families who lived in Massachusetts. Members of the Bourne family, which the town of Bourne was named after, are buried in this cemetery. Jonathan Bourne Sr., a businessman and politician, Captain Elijah Bourne from the Revolutionary War. The well-known Isaac Keefe rests on these grounds. Isaac Keefe was the founder of the Keefe Freight Car Manufacturing Company, famous for manufacturing stagecoaches and rail cars. However, this cemetery has a twist. 45 of the bodies came from the Collins Farm Cemetery and the Ellis Cemetery in 1909 to make way during the construction of the Cape Cod Canal. Officials marked the caskets with chalk, but a storm came and washed away the names, so they had to guess where to place each casket to the proper plots in the Sagamore Cemetery, and many of the bodies are not properly marked in the right plots. Since then, many have felt sudden cold spots, witnessed bright orbs, shadowy figures. Witnesses have seen a child bride with muddy boots. A man in a top hat has been seen. One night, the groundskeeper felt someone push on his chest, and many have reported the smell of cigar smoke. Emory Ellis protested at the gates of the Ellis Cemetery during the construction of the canal with a shotgun and a shovel, and was a heavy cigar smoker. Eventually, Emory was forced to move and is now buried in the cemetery, but psychics suggest that Isaac Keefe is the one haunting the grounds. He was also a heavy smoker, and being a businessman, they say he can't rest until at least the members of the Bourne family, who are not properly marked, are eventually placed with the right headstones. Look at this creepy tree.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. So right now we're trying to find some famous people from Massachusetts. Anyone from the Bourne family or the Keefe family. If anyone is out here tonight with us, we just want to let you know that we come in peace. We came for answers. We don't mean you any harm in any way. So we are at the Keefe Mausoleum. And out tonight, I have my custom EM pump that I built. It produces electromagnetism, which is said that a spirit or a ghost or an apparition is attracted to. Inside, I have 2 DC motors with 2 earth magnets and 2 quartz crystals as well inside, which are a perfect conductor for anything paranormal. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire up this EM pump, and hopefully it will attract some kind of entity, and maybe it will lure Isaac Keefe out.
Can you speak to us, Isaac?
So no temperature change yet?
Oh yeah, it's fluctuating.
Is it?
Yeah, see.
Oh yeah, temperature is dropping. Oh yeah.
Isaac, can you come closer to the door?
Let me switch to night vision.
Oh, let's see, dropping. This thing is dropping fast.
Mr. Keith, I heard you like to smoke cigars, so I brought you a peace offering.
A cigar for you with a lighter.
Mr. Keith, is it you that pushed the groundskeeper in the cemetery? Are you angry that the bodies are not properly marked?
I just heard that.
I heard you were very successful. It would be an honor to meet you. Will you show yourself?
Would you come on and shake our hand?
Are you the one wearing the top hat that everyone sees?
Mr. Keith, is it you that's smoking cigars?
Yes, a lot of people smell the aroma of cigars. Is it you?
We brought you a cigar so you can smoke one.
Maybe he wants his privacy. So we're going to walk away and give him his privacy, and we're going to leave the recorder down and see what we can pick up. And wouldn't that be some shit if somebody was to smoke that cigar?
Yeah! That'd be freaking cool though.
So a lot of the stones that are congested back here date back prior to the construction of the Cape Cod Canal in 1909. So it's possible that some of these people, their caskets are misplaced under under the wrong tombstones. I'm sorry if your caskets are not in the proper markings. Temperature is fluctuating on my meter.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's still dropping.
So there's Hannah Bourne's stone right here. Someone from the famous Bourne family that the town of Bourne was named after.
Is Hannah Bourne buried here?
Or is this someone else besides Hannah? That sound like it's a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you upset? Can you tell us the names of the people that are not properly marked? Deborah, are you buried here? Or are you buried somewhere else?
Well, she's not buried here. She may not even be able to get.
Deborah, are you buried over here?
I heard something.
Another person from the Bourne family, and I guess a lot of people from the Bourne family are misplaced. Is there anyone under this tombstone that's not from the Bourne family? Is there anyone over here that's misplaced?
You hear that?
I heard something.
Widow of Seth. Is there anyone here that's not Seth? Seth, are you over here? Is Lizzie here? Or is Lizzie somewhere else?
Is anybody over here misplaced? If there is, can you please touch this? Touch this device?
Yes, if you touch that device, that will be your yes. Temperature's decreasing. If anyone's buried where Deborah should be, that's not Deborah. Can you touch that device? If anyone from the Bourne family whose casket is misplaced, can you touch that device? If anyone that is here that's not from the Ellis family, can you touch that device that's on the ground?
$1901. She died.
Who, this person?
Yeah.
That was right before the construction of the Cape Cod Canal.
Yep.
Temperature is decreasing.
Yeah, right. I would say so.
So you got Captain Ellis over here. Is Captain Ellis here, or is it someone else? Helen Hartford, are you right here? Or is this someone else? You can let us know if this is really you by touching this device that's in my hand.
This stone is so cool.
Yeah. When did they die? 1928. So it's kind of new. That was after the construction of the Cape Cod Canal.
Another Abbey. Emma Burgess. Benjamin Abbey. White Oak Benjamin Abbey.
Paul, check this out. Look how real this looks.
Oh wow, I thought it was actually a tree stand.
I thought it was a tree stump too.
Yeah, stump. You hear that?
What?
Sounded like someone coughed. It was close by.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they do say people have witnessed the aroma of cigar smoke. I wonder if it's an apparition coughing on a cigar.
Well, I have smelt something when we were over there, but I couldn't make out what it was because it was like a faint smell.
How close was the cough?
I mean, it sounded like it came from like no more than 100 feet from there. Like literally. Almost like maybe somebody.
I thought I just heard talking.
Yeah, me too.
Coming from the same area. So it was right around here where I heard someone talking.
Yeah.
And that's where you heard the cough?
Yeah.
Can you try to light that cigar? Just focus all your energy. Okay, we're gonna go. So somebody else from the Bourne family right here. Isaac Bourne, Charles Bourne, and they died prior to the construction of the Cape Cod Canal. So I wonder if it's really Charles that's here or if he's over there. If Charles Bourne isn't really here and it's someone else, can you say something? Or touch that device on the ground so we know? I'm sorry that a lot of your family members are not marked in the right place. Can you tell us the names of the people from your family that are not marked properly? Isaac Bourne. Is it you that's really here? If someone else is here, you can touch that device to let us know. Is Thomas Bourne here? Sarah Bourne, are you with us? Lucy Bourne, are you here or is it someone else?
Can you talk to us, Lucy?
Oh, picking up something.
Yeah, I heard that.
If this is Lucy, can you touch that device? Lucy, can you tell us the names of your family members that are not properly marked? We want to help you. We just want to help your family out and the rest that are out here that are not properly marked. Well, there are 29 sea captains in here, and this is Captain William Swift and his wife, Sally.
1795 he was born. 1868.
So he died
73 years.
prior to the construction of the Cape Cod Canal.
Yep.
I wonder if he's misplaced.
He passed away at the age of 73. She died at 81. Lived good life.
Are there any sea captains that are buried over here that are not supposed to be here? So I understand there's a lot of veterans that are in the cemetery that are not properly marked. Is this really Sarah? If this is really Russell, can you say hello? Is there any veterans of war over here? Is this really Lucy? Or are you buried over here? Can any veterans of war tell me where you are actually buried in the cemetery?
Or give us a hint.
Or can you tell me whose name is on your tombstone that's not yours?
How many veterans are out here with us tonight?
Could you give us a number? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did, actually.
It sounded like it came from over there. So we're gonna go check out that noise that we heard.
Are you trying to get us to come over here?
Paul, you did ask for a hint. That's
Yeah.
kind of a hint.
That's a big hint.
What was that noise, though? It came from over here.
Yeah. I just picked something up.
And you know what? It brought us to Thomas Bourne.
Bourne.
Thomas Bourne.
Charles and Thomas, yeah.
So is Thomas really buried here, or are you buried somewhere else? Or is a veteran buried here? If you're a veteran buried over here, can you give us another sign? Or say hello? Is there anyone here that came from the Collins Farm Cemetery that's not supposed to be here in this spot? you tell us who made that noise that we heard? We're very sorry for the mix-up that happened. We understand your frustration. We want to make it right. But you need to communicate with us. Why, because the mausoleum?
Yeah. Your glass door, glass window,
Can anyone knock back? Let us know that you are here. Did you just hear that?
Yeah. I did.
Oh. Let me switch to night vision. I thought I just heard another voice.
Hey, did you?
Oh, no fucking word of a lie. I just heard something come from in there. I heard something come from in there. Something moved inside there. I swear to fucking God. Something moved
I
in there.
heard it too, but I thought it was
No
on the
way.
other side of the building.
No way. Oh, my heart's fucking racing.
I heard it too, but I thought it came from over here.
No, it sounded like it was coming from in the building.
It might have been in the building, yeah. Oh, Harry.
Hello? Is someone out with us tonight? That was weird. Sounded like a shuffling coming from inside there. Can you come out? I wonder if it was the tree branches knocking on the roof.
No, there's no... Oh, wait.
But they don't touch it at all.
And it wouldn't make a shuffling sound anyway.
It might, but yeah, the branches don't even touch it.
Nope. George, was that you moving around in there?
Do you not want us here?
Do you want us to leave?
So we're going to walk around the cemetery and look for Tempe Bourne. A lot of witnesses claim that they have seen a childlike bride wearing a dress and muddy shoes wandering the cemetery. And honestly, Tempe Bourne died in 1803 at the age of 2 years old, and she was one of the many bodies that they moved from the Collins Farm Cemetery over to this cemetery. So she might be confused where she's at. Maybe that's why she's wandering around, or maybe she's looking for her parents. So we're going to try to make communication with her and see if we can locate her. If the little girl is here, can you walk with us? We're friendly.
We come in peace.
You can walk alongside with us. So we're still looking for the 2-year-old little girl. Tempe, can you come out and play?
Tempe, are you here with us, honey?
Tempe, are you hiding over here?
Come out, wherever you are.
So guys, we found Tempe's stone, and it's the oldest plot in the cemetery. So we're gonna fire up the EM pump over here by Tempe-born Stone, and hopefully draw her out.
We've been here for what, like 6 hours
Yeah,
looking for the stone.
and we finally found it. And guys, we don't even know if she's even buried in this location. Don't forget, she was buried at the Collins Farm Cemetery, and she was moved over to the cemetery, but it doesn't mean that her body is properly marked with her tombstone, so she might not even be buried over here. She might be buried somewhere else. Tempe, are you confused with your new home? I know this isn't the same cemetery, honey, but this is your new home. That might be why she's wandering around, because maybe she's looking for something familiar.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that.
Yeah, because she's not used to the cemetery because she was buried at the Collins Farm
Right,
Cemetery.
so she's walking around looking for that cemetery, not realizing she's in another one.
Right.
Tempe, honey, are you here with us, sweetie?
My name is Harry. Can you say Harry? And this is my friend Paul. Can you say Paul?
Are you scared, sweetie?
Are you with your mommy and daddy on the other side?
Honey, we're not gonna harm you. We're here to help you, sweetie.
Sweetie, I brought you a toy to play with. If you touch it, it lights up pretty colors. We have green, amber, blue, and purple. Do you want to play with it, honey?
It won't hurt you, sweetie.
It won't hurt you. It will make some noise, but the noise won't hurt you.
It shows pretty colors.
I tell you what, sweetie, you want to play another game? You can play hopscotch through these green dots. They won't hurt you.
Nope, see? I'm in the dark, see? It won't hurt you, sweetie.
You can run through them. You can touch them. Can we play a game with you, honey? I heard you have a pretty dress on. We would love to see it.
Come on and play it.
We're not going to hurt you. We just want to see your pretty dress. If the parents of the little girl are out here tonight, can you communicate with us? Tell us maybe how she passed away. Was she buried in that dress? Or was it just a favorite dress of hers to wear? If you're playing hide and go seek, we give up. Will you come out of hiding?
You win, honey.
You win. You're very good at this game, honey. Thermal camera's not picking up anything, though.
No, I don't see any cold spots.
No, just on the ground. So we're gonna leave the camera down and walk away. She is 2 years old. Maybe she's scared of us, so we're gonna leave and give her privacy. Emory Ellis, I understand you protested at the Collins Farm Cemetery and the Ellis Cemetery during the construction of the Cape Cod Canal. You didn't want the bodies to be moved from those two cemeteries to this one. I understand you were forced to move. I also understand you were a heavy cigar smoker. People have smelt cigars. If it's coming from you, can you touch this device?
When you mentioned cigars, I started smelling smoke. I'm not kidding. It wasn't cigarette smoke either. It was just when you mentioned...
Yeah, I do smell something, I'm not really sure. Emory Ellis, if that's you smoking, can you touch this device? Isaac Keefe, if you're out here with us tonight, can you say hello? Is it you that witnesses have seen with the top hat? Are you the one that's smoking the cigars? The groundskeeper felt someone push on his chest. Was that you? If anyone's body is not properly placed under their tombstone, can you say hello? What was that?
I know, I heard it too.
No, in the sky.
What? What was it?
A firework or something? People have witnessed floating bright orbs. I don't know if that was a firework or what, but it didn't sound like one. It was quiet.
I haven't heard any fireworks go off.
It was kind of low, maybe a meteor? I don't know. Who was that I just saw above the trees? Can somebody have a seat next to me? If someone from the Bourne family is out here tonight, can you touch that device or say hello? My name is Harry. Can you tell us your name? Can you tell me what year it is for you? Maybe you can tell me how you passed away? Okay, I'm sorry for the mishap. May you rest in peace.
Did it look like a shooting star?
I mean, it was kind of low, but it could have been, yeah. It's weird how people witnessed seeing, like, bright orbs in here, and I saw that. I don't know.
You did see something suspicious up there.
Yeah, I'll have to Google when I get home if there was any meteors or shooting stars.
Seen around here, yeah.
Yeah, out tonight. Okay, so I want to start off by clearing the air. The bright orb that I thought I saw was in fact a meteor shower. It was known as the Geminids. And the Geminids is one of the best meteor showers of the year, showing colors of blue, yellow, or green. And it's seen in the month of December, so it's possible that these bright orbs are meteors if it's witnessed in this month. What was that?
I know, I heard it too.
No, in the sky. It was kind of low, maybe a meteor? I don't know. Now, unfortunately, we know that many bodies are not properly marked, and I had asked where any veterans are buried, and Paul asked, can you give us a hint? Then all of a sudden we heard this loud gulp sound that came from over by the Bourne family headstone. So I'll definitely take that as a hint that one of the family members in that plot are out of place with a veteran. Can any veterans of war tell me where you are actually buried in the cemetery?
Or give us a hint?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did, actually.
It sounded like it came from over there. What was that noise, though? It came from over here.
Yeah.
And you know what? It brought us to Thomas Bourne. Thomas Bourne. And prior, when we were over by that family plot, I had asked Lucy Bourne, are you here or is it someone else? And a female's voice spoke out over the spirit box that said, mismatched. so it might be her body that's buried in a different plot.
Lucy Bourne. Are you here, or is it someone else? Oh.
Now, over by the Ellis family plot, I had asked, if anyone is here that's not from the Ellis family, can you touch that REM pod? Then all of a sudden the temperature started to decrease, and we picked up an EVP. Now, it's a very low mono type of EVP, so it's best heard with headphones on, but someone spoke out and said, what happened? And if you think about it, they passed away before the construction of the Cape Cod Canal, so they're probably confused on the mix-up. If anyone that is here that's not from the Ellis family, can you touch that device that's on the ground? Temperature is decreasing.
Right. I would say so.
Temperature is decreasing.
Right. I would say so.
And the aroma of cigar smoke has been reported. And the weird thing is, Paul said he heard someone cough, and then I heard someone talk in the same spot right after. And later on, Paul could have sworn he smelled smoke.
You hear that?
What?
Sounded like someone coughed.
I thought I just heard talking.
Yeah, me too. When you mentioned cigars, I started smelling smoke. I'm not kidding.
Now, the freaky part about investigating the cemetery was definitely over by that mausoleum. I heard someone talk, and then it sounded like someone was trying to remove that granite crypt shutter panel inside. Did you just hear that?
Yeah, I did.
I thought I just heard another voice.
Yeah, did you?
Oh, no fucking word of a lie. I just heard something come from in there. I heard something come from in there. Something moved inside there. I swear to fucking God. Something moved
I
in there.
heard it too, but I thought it was on the other side of the building. I heard it too, but I thought it came from over here.
No, it sounded like it was coming from in the building.
It might have been in the building, yeah.
And yes, there is a tree next to the mausoleum. However, though, the branches don't touch it. So it wasn't the wind causing the branches to knock on the roof. So the only explanation is either that shutter came loose or someone was trying to open up that crypt to find their or their loved one's body that's not properly marked in the right place. I wonder if it was the tree branches knocking on the roof.
No, there's no... Oh, really?
But they don't touch it at all. Now, the little girl who's been seen, we believe it's Tempe Bourne. If you think about it, she came from the Collins Farm Cemetery, so she's probably wandering around wondering why this new cemetery doesn't look familiar after 100 years later. So who haunts the cemetery? Well, psychics believe that it's Isaac Heath who is responsible behind all the hauntings. And while that would play an excellent theory, considering how he was a heavy cigar smoker, and his company did construct the new coffins for the deceased that had to relocate over to the Sagamore Cemetery. So yes, I can understand being a businessman that he might be outraged over the mix-up. However, though, Emory Ellis would play a better culprit. He was the caretaker of the Ellis Cemetery, and he did protest against the removal of his ancestors with a cigar hanging from his mouth. His protest even made its way into the 1909 Boston Sunday Post, where they wrote an article explaining that his frustration caused a crisis in building the Cape Cod Canal, and Sagamore Cemetery is his final resting place. So with so much determination, it would only stand to reason that Emory Ellis is responsible for haunting these grounds. So unfortunately, there's no real way to rectify this situation. You would have to dig up the bodies and conduct DNA tests, and there's no guarantee on its accuracy, considering how there's many people from the graveyard that are from the same family. So without this restoration, I'm afraid that Emory Ellis will never be able to finally rest.